Hi guys, I'm back again, and so this time I wanted to talk about the shell theory. So my roommate, actually, so this is not. I mean, everybody discovers through some means. I discovered it by my roommate. So he was talking about this shell thing. Okay, like shell is like a program that interprets, right? It's like a program that is interpreting all of the things happening in the world. So there are three kind of shells. Okay, I'm not talking about any programming languages, although I am a geeky person, but right now I'm mostly talking about things that um, really mattered to me, which is this particular theory. When I learned it, I was so surprised by it. So the shell theory basically is that he's driving fast. Okay, so the shell theory says that there are three kinds of shell. One is a physical shell. So every action or everything that you take or everything that you do in your life, it totally depends um, upon your physical actions. Okay, like it's totally coming from you. Okay, from a perspective that is a physical body or something. I'm still not totally aware about it, but since I wanted to speak something about it, we can clear more in the blog post or something. But yeah, so the shell theory basically of physical, the first shell basically says that you do things according to your physical existence. Okay, according to your own physical existence. The second shell is more of like your ego. Okay, so it's the me, it's the I in me. Okay, that we are less conscious. Okay, so we are actually the same. So he, me, anybody, that driver, that lady sitting in the front of me, we are all the same. We are all made of the same particle, the same molecule, or whatever you want to say it. We're part of the same universe. We're not different. Okay, so we understand this particular thing after a point of time, after a level of consciousness arousement. Okay, I understood it back 1 year. Like maybe it may have taken a lot of time, but like not a 1 year back, but I'm still learning. Still a huge process that I'm doing. But what I'm trying to say is that you are not different from the society. Okay, you're the same thing as the society. So when you understand this, that's when you actually, like, I don't know, that's when you actually look different from other society. Like it's very contrary. You're not different, but when you understand that, that's when people look at you as somebody who is having an aura or something. Okay, an aura that is totally different. So that's why if you have seen these gods and goddesses, they have this aura. Okay, this white thing going on, and it's more like an energy, a vibrating energy that is there in them. So yeah, I mean, this energy that is in them, it's very vibrant. Okay, and which I personally, I don't know what would I say after when I get 70 or 75, but this is mostly possible. So, this is mostly possible in the case where suppose I have this consciousness. Okay, and the consciousness is nothing but my own charm. Okay, that have on other people, that, or maybe my own magnetic push or feel or attractiveness that I have on other people. Now other people don't get it because they haven't found that consciousness yet. They also want to be that same thing. What what they're not able to understand is that they don't have to be me, or they don't have to be jealous of me.
Guess.
They have to be their own self. Okay. How can they be their own self? Is by just doing one small thing. By just recognizing who they are, what they want to be, just listening to their own heart, their own this heart is saying something to you, this body is saying something to you, listen to it. Okay, if it does not want something, it just does not want something. And the uncle is gone. In more blog posts, I will surely talk to people. Right now, my consciousness level is still not arousing to that part. So yeah, it was a bit weird. Now you see, for me the definition of weirdness may be this thing. That he's looking at me. I should have talked to him, because no matter what he is or what I am, we're both the same thing. So he should have talked to him. But anyways, coming back. So the shell theory basically, which I was talking about, is that this is the physical alter line, like how animals behave. That is the first thing. Like they behave everything for their own stomach. Okay, for their stomach they do everything. That's the first shell. Humans mostly behave from the second shell, which is the ego, which is the I thing. The I thing says that do this, do job, do earn money, love people, get back, love to your own self, and a lot of things. So money is that, okay? Money is really a thing that people need in their life, but it comes from that. It's more like a parallel universe altogether. You do not know that alter ego or whatever you call this thing is more like any. It's so when you're so. How do I know this? Okay, so suppose that there was a house built of something that had no mirror, or a world that had no mirror. You can just see people, but you can't see yourself back. Okay? Like this camera should not be able to reflect my own whatever identity it is. My existence is by my own attributes, by my own behaviors, me as an object. That's what my existence is. So that existence is, if it's pulled out, I mean, that's what the universe is, right? Like, can you exist and do not have that ego in you? That would be a great world to see. And I mean, I don't say that the ego would be totally pulled off, because this thing that I'm talking about is very contrary. If you pull the ego totally out, I don't know, the world would cease to exist, right? Like the world can cease to exist by pulling that ego out of your body. Because you'll say, okay, so everybody would go out and just say, I do not want to have any ego. Okay, and that's when you will stop ceasing to exist. So I say that you do not have to cease to exist. You just have to have the amount that is necessary, okay, to exist in this world. So that was the second shell. Now the third shell is when you are existing, but the way you are thinking is that if something happens, like how Mukul is my roommate, so how he made me understand was that everything, so he owns a midnight startup. So how he made me understand this whole point was that suppose the hourly midnight startup that he is owning, if it not works, if it's not giving him or pulling him money, it would create a sense, okay, that Mukul is not able to do all those things, okay. But when you are like told that no, it's not you, it's just that the world is not yet ready for whatever you're providing. Okay, this is whole as a universe is not ready for what you're providing or what you're trying to give to the universe. So that's when you understand that okay, this is not my fault. The universe is not yet ready, and the universe needs to understand that I'm not doing any fault here. Okay, I'm more like a person who is just trying to do some justice to my own self. Okay, and so that's when you realize, okay, so his startup idea was that to open a midnight story or a midnight breakfast or lunching system, a luncheon or whatever you want, and that it does not has to be anything. Okay, so when he started failing or when he started doing things that were not really giving him a boost, okay, or the things that were not really giving him a boost to his career, he was failing more. The reason was that he failed more because he was not able to understand one small thing. The service that he was giving to people, they were just not ready, or he was not serving in the right way. So he just had to change it, not to blame himself. So you need to understand that the when you are interacting from your own ego or from your own wishes, when you are interacting from your own identity, that's where you go wrong. You do not have to think about your own identity. You have to think about the problem that you are trying to solve. So when you are thinking about the problem, that's when you are actually doing something good in this world. Okay, and no matter what you do, okay, no matter what situation you are being given, if you solve the problem, you are happier. Okay, you are like I don't know, you are more productive because that's when you are thinking about your problem in a better way. That's when you are thinking uh, about things that you actually want to do, then thinking about getting popular or famous. So I like to clear here that fame, popularity, money, these three things are not like the things that rich people do. They provide the service or they provide the product or they do the work that they want to do, and after that when they do that particular work, as a byproduct they get the consequences like fame, money and popularity or whatever you want to take it as. So the byproduct is what these things are. These things are not that you are actually getting out of it. Okay, so it's more like that you do not want to do all these things. Okay, and it's less of a, I don't know, I mean it's like very opportunistic way of saying this, that you think about your own self. Okay, that you think about things that matter as a problem solver, not as your own identity. So suppose that I want to solve the problem of this thing that everybody is migrating from their, in India everybody is migrating from their hometown to somebody else's place, right? So when they're doing this, what is happening? All this culture is creating a problem that everybody is migrating to all the big ultra modern, what do you call that, metro cities, which makes all this traffic jams and all these things happen. So they are not able to understand that you can be rich, you can be famous, you can be whatever you want in your own home city also. But how do you understand that? By giving this message out to the world, by doing things at your own will. Okay, you should have the willpower to create a world at your own pace. You do not have to really go out and do things. I mean, traveling is whole another thing. So, I mean, I did job at multiple locations. I was doing at Gorakhpur also. I was doing at Lucknow. Then I went to Himachal too. Now I'm in Bangalore, and there were places when I was really thinking that what should I say, that I should be getting stick to one place. Why was I not able to do it? Because I realized it that you can do at whatever place you want. Okay, there is no such foundations, right? So when there is no foundation, it's just able to do things. And so coming back, so when Mukul started doing all these things, working from the space where your ego is not required, where you can solve the problem of midnight food delivery system without thinking that what would happen if you fail, or what would happen if this thing does not work. Would I go back home? Would my parents say that that this thing that I'm trying to do is bad for my financial status? No, he was not thinking about that. That's when he started to think that no, I have to solve the problem no matter what. So he told his parents, he made them understand that, dude, you have got money, okay? I have got a lot of time to make my own career. I do not need to do the paid child thing, okay? I don't want to be a sheep. I can create my own space, I can create my own consciousness, my own universe by spreading out the word that this is better the way I am, okay? I do not have to change, I do not have to make people understand that why am I trying so hard to be something or to solve something. This is what I like to do. So I am solving a problem. I'm just trying to make people realize that it's fine to be weird, it's fine to be difficult, but it's fine to be unexplainable. Because I mean, if you see, like when Galileo tried to understand the whole universe, how the whole solar system was working, people used to call him a fool. People used to say that he is a fucked up guy. What is he looking in the sky, or what is he saying numbers and doing mathematical, geometrical things? But he is the guy through which now we are able to send things to the moon or whatever place. So why are we able to do all these things? Why are the visionaries getting so popular these days? Why is everybody running behind all those things? It's because some or the other people have started to understand that that this is not bad, okay? That you can be whatever you want. That a weirdness is not really a bad thing. It's more or less an attempt to understand your own self, to explore your own self. So I say that so the shell theory basically says this only, that to solve a problem you have to think only about the problem, not about your own self, not about your own alter identity or your ego thing. That what happens that if I'm not able to solve the problem, you have to understand that when you are doing that, one of your process or one of your energy is also being wasted in that you're thinking that if I am not able to do this, my parents would become upset about it. If I'm not able to earn enough money, my parents should become upset about it. No, you do not have to think about it. You just tell your parents that, hey man, like you paid for me for 25 years, pay for me maybe 5 more years. I don't know. Like you were still paying, you should still pay for more 5 years. Did I actually understand what I want to do? And there is no age limit for it, okay? Like you can achieve something at 18 also, at 10 also, or maybe at 30 or 40 also. There has to be, obviously, I mean, you can't just go, I don't know if it's practical or not, but I think it's practical that if you say to your parents that, hey dad, I really want to do this thing for another 2-3 more years, and that's when I would understand. That's when I would understand that I have found myself, and I'm no more a kid now. I'm no more really a kid now. I can just be, or I can just live my own life by the new found meaning of myself, by the new found me in me. So, so I think what my job in this world is to tell people that what they really are, or what they want to do, what they want to explore. I mean, I have been thinking about creating a machine learning or an AI program. Acha, by the way, I'm a programmer on Python, and I've been thinking about creating some kind of software. I don't know, maybe be something that creates uh, that that reads your history and tells what you are really good at or what you are really doing good things at. So I am that thing. Okay, so this is the problem I always wanted to solve, because I had this problem. Everybody is saying that follow your passion, follow your dreams, follow this, that, and I here am thinking that what is my passion? What is that I want to really do? Nobody told me that. Like nobody is telling me that what your passion is really, or the things that you want to do are exactly what. Like in real sense, what do I want to do? So that was the biggest problem I faced, and this is what I am going to provide the universe to. The people should understand. The people should get what they really want, and they should less. They should be concerned less about showing off things. Okay, you should not be showing off things. Okay, like what would happen if you show off? Huh? Like at max, you'll, I don't know, maybe you'll earn some respect out of it, or people would tell you to do some things, or you'll get a job out of it, or maybe you'll get a girl, or you'll get uh, good community or society or whatever it is. But the point is, through that show off, it's a temporary thing. Nothing else is going to happen. So when you do that, when the temporary thing is gone, your new identity or your newfound happiness is also gone, and the temporary thing is gone. So what I'm saying is that find yourself permanently, and then after doing that, people would anyways as a byproduct love you or give you the respect you want. Why do you have to force your own respect so much? Like just respect your own self. People would come back and respect you. First they'll think you are an idiot or something. Okay, first they'll think that you're a crazy person, you're a weird person in this particular block of square, that you're not fitting inside the world. But then after all, they think that okay, maybe he is a part of the universe, and why he is not able to fit is because he just thinks a bit differently. That's it. Like maybe he fits somewhere else, not in this particular society or era or whatever it is. So you do not have to fit all the time. Okay, you're not like what do you call that? You used to solve that puzzle thing that you used to fit this, that, this, that. You do not have to fix that particular puzzle in this particular universe. You can be whatever you want. Dude, you're not an industry that is operating. You are a whole particular individual. So think about yourself. Think what role you are playing in this universe, and try to play that role very perfectly. Okay? When that role you played is done, that's when I think you are gonna get satisfied. You are gonna get happiness. And trust me, everything that you are doing in this world is to just achieve happiness. Your relationship, your money, your popularity, your fame, your bondage with other people, uh, your, I don't know, whatever it is, man. I don't even care about it. But whatever you are doing, it all boils down to one thing, that you need to be happy. And the ultimate success, or not success, the ultimate key to happiness is that you provide something to the people. Okay, that you are somehow of use to the world, that you are solving some big issue. And I have lately found that all the people who are really famous these days, all that they are doing is that they are solving a big problem. The bigger the problem is, the more famous they are. Like Gary Vee is trying to create a consciousness in among everybody else, another people. So this guy, he did not wish to be famous. Nobody wishes to be famous. They just get famous. And those who wish to be famous, or those who wish to earn money, they just do earn some of it, but not like these guys. So yeah, my destination is also coming, so I would like to sign off and meet you some other time. So bye bye.